In this lesson, we'll review a math question from the problem solving section. We're on page 642, question 18 out of 20. This is a difficult problem. If the average or mean of x, y, and z is k, which of the following is the average of x, y, and z? If you follow these lessons, I've told you there will always be at least one average question on every test. And I always want you to make an equation for the total. If you ever see the word average on the test, your first instinct is find the total. Now here, there are variables involved, so let's go through the steps. Even if the question doesn't ask for it, we want to find the total. So let's start with, we see the word average here, and we have two variables, and the average of those two is k. So a lot of students, I think, would just make an equation to express that, and that would be, so this is just this first equation, x plus y divided by 2 equals k. Now this equation indicates the average. The two variables divided by 2 is k. We don't want an equation for the average. We want an equation for the total. So if you think about it, you could just multiply this out, multiply each side by 2, and then you would simply, this is the equation I want you to get though, x plus y equals 2k. You have to get this equation, even if it doesn't ask, it's going to play a role in finding the answer. Another way of thinking about it, just count how many variables are. There are two variables, all right? We're going to add them together. So x plus y are the two variables. There are two. 2 times the number of, 2 is the number of terms times the average equals 2k. So in either case, you need this equation. So if you don't understand that, just review this first part of the lesson. You need to make this equation. All right, let's keep going. Now the question is stating which of the following is the average of x, y, and z. Now intuitively, the average of three variables x, y, and z would simply be x plus y plus z over 3. All right, it's kind of what we talked about up here. It's never going to be that easy for number 18. We know this is an advanced problem. But this is why, if you made the equation, it's going to help you find the answer. So instead of stating x plus y, what do we know about x plus y? Remember that first step, we found the total. X plus y equals 2k. So we can take this 2k and we can substitute it in for the x plus y. So end up just getting 2k, right? That's our x plus y plus z over 3. And that's our answer. It's just that simple, but you have to make the equation. I never want you to do lots of algebraic steps. That's really an inefficient way. If you ever see an average question, find the total, make an equation, and then it's going to be a substitution question. All right, the answer here is A. See you next time. Thanks for watching.